Okay, folks. Hello. I do a lot of videos for my work, but I thought I'd share what I'm doing down here, remote working in Medellin, Colombia. I'm at a co-working space right now. I'll get into that. Um, Here I am, Colombia, Medellin. It's up here, um, northeast or northwest of Bogota. I'll probably stay in Colombia or Medellin the whole time. This is the city of Medellin. I'm in this area called Laureles. Um, a lot of expats, a lot of remote workers here. It's very nice. I'll show you some pictures of that. This is what it looks like. I'm in one of these buildings. Most of the city looks like that. Just these tall brick buildings all over. Um, Now, what I'm doing really isn't on the fringe. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'll put a link to this stuff in the YouTube comments. Uh, but here's an article on remote working or digital nomad stuff in Medellin. And just the other day in the Wall Street Journal, I saw this article, how to work remotely from another country. There's all kinds of infrastructure between the co-working, the Airbnbs. Yeah, I did some of this traveling back in the early 90s also down here. Man, you didn't have any of that stuff. You didn't have cell phones. I mean, you talked to people and you had a Lonely Planet guide. That was it. And you know what? It wasn't bad. You figured it out. But I'll keep moving on. Here's where I'm staying. Um, it's right in the middle of all the action. It's a simple place. Got a balcony. It's like 500 bucks a month. I bought a bike when I was down here. I really like having a bike when I'm traveling. It just expands um, your ability to absorb the city dramatically. It's good exercise too. Uh, I couldn't find a used one, so I just bought this for it's 250 bucks. It's a nice bike. I'll find someone to sell it to, maybe 100, 150. Well worth it. And also just comment on how I travel. I travel extremely light. That's my little backpack that I put my laptop and whatever. I actually only bring the only clothes I bring are the clothes on my body. When I get down here, I go and buy them, and it's not expensive. You buy five t-shirts, whatever. And then when I leave, I just leave them on the bed, and the maid takes it. It's well worth traveling light. That's my co-working space. It's right down the street from my apartment. Typical co-working space. All kinds of. This is where I'm sitting right now. There's a Millennium doing his thing. Um, Office space. They got these cubicles to make phone calls in if you need quiet. A lot of hipster man bun type things, if you know what I mean, going on out here. I think I'm probably one of the older folks doing this. I'm also taking Spanish. My Spanish isn't that good. I get by. Actually, this place tested me and said I'm at an intermediate level, but I need to get better. So it's 4 days a week in the morning. I do this and try to practice as much as I can. I'd like to get better. If I'm talking to someone who understands that I'm not fluent and sort of works with you, you can have pretty good conversation. If you try to talk to someone just randomly off the street, no dice. This is a park across the street from the coworker space. Really nice park. And I noticed this every time I walk through that park, all you do is smell marijuana. Uh, they smoke it all over, man. Um, Here's a breakfast place I go to all the time. I just actually came from there. There's a breakfast I had. It's good. There's a lot of expats that hang out at this place. This is a restaurant right down the street from where I am. I go there a lot, practice Spanish with the staff. They have good food. It's a nice place. Um, I'm going to show you this too, real quick, on top of here. Here's what a typical walk down the street looks like. I mean, almost all of it looks the same. It's an urban, you know what I mean. I thought I'd just share a few seconds of that. Um, so that's sort of the setup down here. Some other stuff. Every weekend I try to do a tour. Next weekend I'm doing a coffee tour. I'll do a street food tour. Last weekend I did a tour of all things Pablo Escobar. That was quite interesting for you narco fans out there. Um, Next on my list, I try to do these trips maybe twice a year for a couple months. I'm either later this year going to Granada, Spain, which looks really cool, or Lima, Peru. I haven't decided yet. I don't know what's going on with COVID, but um, that's my deal. Thought I'd share that. Appreciate it. Anyone ever had any questions on how to set this up or refer good resources, just let me know. I'll fill you in. Thanks.